He's on mute there. Gonna do some Gradius again. I've never streamed it on YouTube before, but I've streamed it on Twitch. It's some refresh rate nonsense I had to work out before I booted this up, but I got a new display, and Windows 11 seems to want to keep reverting to some kind of terrible settings, like 29 Hertz and stuff like that. Really bad shit. But easy to fix, I guess. Let's see if this is working. Yep, sure is. Alright, let me grab the controller here and get started. I'll be using TurboFire. Unlike when I streamed this on Twitch, where I almost beat the game, I won't be using the weapons code. I'm just playing it for score. Just one-offs. Love the game. Got interested in this because I recently downloaded the PC Engine release of Gradius 2, which I had mostly only ever played the Famicom game, not the PC Engine CD game. But, turns out, because I had always found that to be a pretty frustrating game. I mean, it's a good game, but it's also really frustrating, you know what I mean? That's just very hard. But, I feel like the PC Engine game is actually easier to play. Oh shit, I grabbed one more speed than I meant to. This thing's get a little bit hairy here. I'll probably die some stupid ass way. Trying to see how the regular laser shot compares, but it doesn't. You should always use TurboFire in this game, I guess. In most of the other games, you want to not use TurboFire with laser. But I do think it's good with Ripple. I mean, we'll see later when we get to them. This game only has the one weapon set with laser, no Ripple. This is the original game. Well, the Nintendo port of the arcade game. I've never really played the arcade game, so maybe we'll check that out at some point. I'm sure it's tough as nails. I'm sure it's great, you know. It's classic. Sometimes I can get a one up there, but not always, and I don't know the rules. I don't know why that's the case. I'm gonna have to see what I can do to help this little guy out after this round, because this dog is driving me nuts. I think he just wants in there where my wife is. Here I am, fully powered up anyway, eventually. Right. So all the bosses in the original Gradius are this core thing. They don't have different bosses. Oh, I think maybe the end of the game is a little different. It's a slightly different core thing, but like, other than that, it's all this. I'm off to a raging start here, by the way. This is way better than I usually do. Maybe extra speed's good, I don't know. The stomach's making weird noises, that's cool. Cool. I don't know how I survived that shit. It didn't look like I did. Options can protect you a lot, though, in this game. Okay, shields got a little dinged and they're gone. They are gone. Fuck. My back itches so bad. Like all I can think about the whole time. Oh god, that felt bad. I felt like I lost, like my controller didn't work right. It just kept sliding forward. It was very odd. It's very hard. That's a very hard little stretch of level right there. With no power-ups at all, not even starting with one. They're being completely relentless on this. I just completely drained out my lives instantly. So. Good start though. 181 is really good for me. And this is a tough spot, undoubtedly. Go ahead and save that real quick. Oops, let me turn the video back on. Just trying to hide the guts. I don't like to show a whole bunch of emulator screens all the time. They're not even formatted to the screen the same way. wonder if you can have more than 2 options in the arcade game. Probably. Gradius 2 lets you have 4. Anytime I get a high score, I follow it up by playing like shit. The way the grass sort of hides the enemies at the bottom seems very clever. And it's not fully hiding them, so it's not like bullshit or whatever, it's just kind of hiding them. This here is kind of mostly have to hope to get lucky. Nah. Yeah, like if you don't have the option going into the end of this level though, good luck. You know, you took something relatively easy and made it incredibly hard. Well, okay, alright. Fucked that up pretty good. Ah, it's the same goddamn mistakes last time. Holy shit. The cover art for this game is bitchin'. Probably really helped it sell. And then, you know, at least people would rent it and check it out or whatever and be like, damn, this is cool, this is a good shooter. The Legend for a reason. I don't even know if I like this or Life Force better now. It's actually a tough call for me. Son of a bitch, what? Maybe I need to be a little further forward than that? What's the trick to that piece of shit level? I just don't get it. Now I'm getting just a little unhinged. That's a little much for me. What? I'm so frustrated right now, and I do not understand when some shit's missing, and this is just gonna be, there's no way this one's gonna even be remotely decent. I'm just pissed now. I'm making the weirdest mistakes and having strangest amount of trouble here. Whatever this trick is, I'm sure you can't do it more than once. I'm not gonna give you infinite extra mans. Is it back more then? Maybe? I really need to figure out what the trick is to that part so I can start getting through that part and like focus on the rest of the game, just playing it like normal. But I know there's got to be a safe area there since that shit's too fast to dodge. You just gotta like learn where that safe spot is, and I really don't know. But I do not believe that I have to dodge actively during that. I almost refuse to believe that. Never did before. I really just lost my life trying to get an extra man that only comes out like 1 time out of 10, and I have absolutely no idea why. I guess it's just random. It doesn't seem like there's anything else to it. You back up into the rock and you either get the 1-up or you just don't. I cannot duplicate my success from earlier. I don't know what the fuck happened, but I completely lost my mojo after 1 round and I can't get back in the game. 181's a really good score for me. I think my high score ever is like 240 or something. Oh yeah, I'm really playing like shit now. That was a fuck up. Of course. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, man. I think I'm going to concentrate on getting options before I even get a laser. That was unnecessarily risky and stupid, but that's what I did. This is the way. Alright, now I really want to hold that position there and not grab any power-up icons. I really think that's the move. That's sometimes easier said than done. Like, they're almost making it hard to avoid power-ups. Alright, we got a contender. Oh shit. Let's do the cycle again. I think I can get it right back to where I need it to be. I like at the last minute, like, I need to get under that. Nope. Nah, you made your bed, you gotta lie in it now. You can't, that's too late to make that decision. I have probably fucked myself pretty hard here, I'd say. bit hard on the fine control there. I went right into that. Got no excuse. None whatsoever. Most of this stuff's not worth trying to find. It's just stuff that you try to avoid. Unless you have the firepower, in which case you can go wrecking through here, but that is generally not the case. A couple of positioning tweaks and that would have been great. Shit. At least I had a respectable button for a change. This was also ported to the PC Engine on HuCard. It's a pretty good port, but it's not fitted to the screen like this one is. It has that stupid pan and scan effect. Actually, Gradius 2 does too, but the thing about Gradius 2 is it has a lot of like vertical scrolling anyway, so you don't really notice that. I mean, it's such a big part of the game. But in the ports of Gradius and Proteus, I really notice it a lot. And R-Type. I mean, it's a great port of R-Type, but, you know, it does have that pan and scan shit, which I'm not a fan of. Is anyone a fan of that? Like, wouldn't you rather just them scale the graphics and lost some detail? It must have been less work or something, is what I'm guessing. Less graphic conversion work before good tools for that kind of stuff existed. I mean, I kind of get that. I fucked up. Yes, I'm screwed. It's even sort of possible, really. I don't know. Maybe I've just never been pulled back far enough before. Yeah, maybe that is the deal. That's cool. I'm getting better at that. See if I can turn this shit around a little bit, even though I'm doing terrible. My damage is real low, so that took a while, but there are worse things for sure. it looks like they're firing up another season of Righteous Gemstones. That's one of the few TV shows I really like and think is very funny. So I'm looking forward to that. Fuck, I knew I was screwed. I was like, oh, I didn't move. I knew I was screwed again. How do I keep getting stuck at the bottom there? Something terribly wrong here. Every time I have a little less to work with. I'm gonna go with a lot of speed this time. Yeah, that worked out fucking fantastically, didn't it? This ain't me, this is the demo. Oh, I guess if you're ever in question of that, look at the score, it's not moving. It doesn't make sense for the level. Well, they started off with the power-up code here, didn't they? Weak. Did I do 3 this time instead? Whoops. It might not be the worst thing in the world. Like I said, that sucks that I missed everything there. Scary shit, but I guess I somehow survived it. All I could think about was how much my face was itching there, and like, it always leads to disaster. I must have made the same stupid ass mistake as last time. That's a tricky one, but I think I've got it pretty much down. Cutting that as close as I can, huh? Sure are a lot of shots, but more than normal. Is it more than normal? Feels like more than normal. Didn't see what hit me. That's the worst, is when you literally don't know what killed you in a shooter. So like, I can't really learn from what I didn't see. I feel like I got a lot of speed here. I don't know if I want to fuck with that. I'm gonna mess that up. Not exactly setting the world on fire with a score or power-up situation, but alright. God, that was hard. I feel like the difficulty's cranked somehow. It's very strange. It feels weird. It feels weird to play. I don't know if that's my imagination or not. I feel like I've had to dodge a lot more shit than normal this time. See, that's a lot of shots. That's really hard to dodge. I don't feel bad about dying to that. I feel like they're asking a lot. Like a whole lot. There's so little space to work with there. Man, that's so frustrating. Like, there's just nothing there. Eyes on the prize. Okay. I mean, it's like they find. Yeah, I think there's some random elements to it too, and they just find ways to fuck me up once in a while. It just maybe can't really be avoided. There's not really a lot of dodging you can do during that part. I mean, I think that they sort of want you to, but like it's also way unreasonable. It's just unreasonable to expect. I will say this game has a decent amount of sprite flicker in it. Please try to watch it at 60 frames per second if you can. Even if that means watching it in 360p or whatever, try to watch it at 60 frames per second. It will not look right otherwise. All of my broadcasts are 720p 60. If you can handle the 4.5 megabit per second that requires, I recommend you use it. Even if you have to go into the little settings gear and turn it up, use up a little more bandwidth than you would otherwise. Otherwise, you're going to be like literally not seeing certain things. Oh, the terror. Oh, the sheer terror of doing all of this. Just the exquisite frustration of getting completely built up, set up, ready to do the level, and just fucking getting wiped out by the dumbest goddamn shit you could possibly run into. Only this game can deliver. I don't know why I can't get it off the ground again. It's really frustrating. No, you're not getting an extra man this time. Game says, fuck you, man. I had to dodge that one. I couldn't stay there. They were about to get me with the old rope-a-dope on the fucking rock that comes up and drops back down on you. Really impressive power-up dodging skills there. I really made sure to not get any power-ups or get anything that would help me out at all. Just really completely fucking it up. Hey, there's my 1-up for no reason this time. Sweet. Died to get it, so it's kind of pointless, but hey. Make the score less awful, right? Even though I never got past the first fucking level. speed power up. Yeah, maybe not. It might screw me over. You never know when it's gonna bite you in the ass. Oh, my back is just so much. Sorry about that. Fuck you. That's so crazy. Come on. Yeah, come on. Alright, I need a break now after that. That's some real bullshit right there. Real bullshit. Anyway, I'll be right back. back for more Gradius. So I do love this game because it is a simple arcade, played for score kind of thing. And it's early. I feel like, I mean, it's not really that early. It was almost 87 when it came out. Most people would have got this in 87, but it feels like a black box game in a way. I don't know why. I just feel like, yeah, I could go right from playing Donkey Kong 3 to playing this and feel at home or something. Ah, that was a mistake. Let's see if we can fix it. This makes it 10 times harder. You really do need to take the option as soon as you can. You might even want to forgo the missile. I don't know. But you definitely want options before laser. You want both of your options before laser. The multiplied firepower is much more valuable than anything else you're going to get. I don't know how to survive that shit. I think that was a glitch, to be honest. I should probably be dead. So frustrating when you die in this game, though. It's just like, because you know where shit is. It's just not that easy. Simply not that easy. Looks like I gotta get in the swing of things again. Best run tonight's still my first one, so it's one of those kind of nights where I do great and then play like shit the rest of the night, basically. Pretty much just playing like straight up shit. At least I got one good one in, that's good. I'd like to try and hold it here if possible on the power-up levels, but we'll see. And then there's this shit. Yeah, he's shooting a little faster than I recall him ever shooting before. That seems a little weird too. Really interesting, you only encounter one of those. It seems like a very one-off thing. I think it may come back on a later level, but... Funny to see the regular Nintendo basically outperforming the, oh, here we go, there's more of these assholes. I knew they would come up at some point. Yeah, Nintendo basically outperforming the Super Nintendo and Gradius 3. Gradius 3 has a lot of slowdown, but it's a really, really fun game, so I'm still looking forward to playing it. Hey, I broke 202k, so there we go. Now score's looking a little better. Got some real extra mans built up too. Oh, that's cool. I like how they drop the other channels to fade it out. Very cool. Oh, these fucking things. Yeah, this is awful. Here we get some slowdown. Some real slowdown. Fuck! Man, that came on like a fucking hurricane, didn't it? Yeah, this has more to do with dodging than anything else. I want to fire a lot just to keep the speed up. Killing enemies is kind of a risk in that regard too. But, man, this is some dangerous shit to try and squeeze past. I may have met my match. I did crush my own score, which is great. I feel really good about this. This is probably the highest score I've ever gotten in a legit game without using the power-up code, which I've used so much in the past. God damn it. It's rough when you're not powered up at all and you get thrown back into some shit like this. What I wouldn't give for some shielding and options now. Great. That's what I want, is to fight tons of these fucking things. Snuck right past that shit, didn't I? Nice. That's a real bitch to lose out on power up just because it's so busy and so fucking dangerous on screen that you can't even think about it. You can't think about doing anything except dodging shots. But that is how I'll get my score up from this point on. I have to dodge the shots. I have to stay alive. That's talking about cramped. Different starting spot at least. Interesting. Really seeing a way out or through. Absolutely didn't try to get that power, but I don't care either. It's not as important as options. Seems safe-ish where I am, so I don't want to fuck with anything. Oh, god damn it. Of course. Alright. That's a bold new high score that I'm proud of. That's awesome. Man, Gradius rules. You know how have you noticed that I sometimes say Gradius and sometimes say Gradius? Or maybe even sometimes say Gradius? Yeah, I do that. Get used to it. Nobody knows how to say this game's name. Gradius is probably the best guess, though, because it's probably, even though they deny it, it probably was supposed to be Gradius, and it probably is LR confusion. Nah. Stay away from that shit. I won up this time. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you get fucked. That's alright. See, I was sitting here thinking I just wanted to do Gradius through Gradius 5, but like, Gradius Galaxies is so good. Fuck! Gradius game is pretty good. I was real frustrated when I played it on Twitch because I was trying to get through it, and that's not a game you can just get through, it's just really hard. And I should just treat it. Like now I just always play shooters like I'm playing this one, which this game really only offers you this one option to try and 1cc it. Without putting in cheat codes, nothing else going on. Like now when I play any other game, any other shooter, I usually just play it on normal with default settings and lives and 1 credit and play for score and see how it goes. Some games are worth turning down to easy and you get a little bit of benefit from it. When I do Gradius 2 and 3, I don't think I'm going to do that though because they're pretty easy. A couple of caveats on that. 2 on the PC Engine isn't too hard. I was able to get to the 3rd level with no practice, just going into it fresh. I can almost never get past the fucking 2nd level, even the 1st level sometimes on the Famicom game. So it's pretty reasonably doable, it seems like. And Gradius 3 is, I remember it being pretty easy on Super Nintendo, maybe because of all the slowdown and shit. I was able to make it like really far most of the time, and you can get really powered up. And it's yeah, just like any of these games, it gets real frustrating if you die and aren't powered up and all that stuff, but not too bad. I want to emphasize Super Nintendo version when I talk about Gradius 3, because the arcade version of Gradius 3 is direct from Satan's butthole. It is the hardest fucking game in the history of video games, and it will drive you beyond the edge of madness if you try to play it at all, and I'm not joking. I'm literally, it's a game that was pulled from the arcades, basically. They like quickly issued a different board to put in its place, because nobody liked it because it's too fucking hard. It's pretty similar to the Super Nintendo game. Some of the art was changed for Super Nintendo for the better, so the arcade game is almost a little worse looking, although it runs at a nice, crisp resolution. But like, it doesn't have any slowdown, and it throws everything and the kitchen sink and the neighbor's kitchen sink, all that shit at the same time. It's just insane. Like it's. I'll probably give you a good look at it when we play Gradius 4, because I'll probably play the PS2 version, and it's bundled with the arcade version of 3. So, yeah, we'll take a look at it. Gradius 4 is an underrated game, also. I mean, I agree that it's ugly. There's probably a lot of people that have said that many times, and it is, you know, it's kind of, it's not a terribly good-looking 3D game for 1999, like for a game that uses 3D graphics as 2D or whatever, and it looks notably worse than Gradius Gaiden, which a lot of people point out. Like, it's a worse-looking game. Yeah, I'm really doing weird with the power-ups this time. The thing is, I don't know if I'm at 1 speed or 2, and I don't know if I should speed up again. Maybe speed up again. Let's see how it goes. Did I? Yeah, I did speed up again. What a stupid ass way to die. Anytime I get like a really high score, usually the next game's fairly terrible, but yeah, this is unreasonably bad, of course. Technically, you only need 1 life to get it going in Gradius, though. That's what makes it an interesting game. Yeah, I said Gradius this time instead of Gradius. So we can deal with it. That's what it's like when you're playing Gradius. Actually, Gradius probably is the most correct pronunciation, and that's the one I use the least often. Fuck you, that's why. I definitely didn't mean to get this at this point, but I did, and here we are. Getting a little wild there. Oh, fuck. God damn it. One moment. I'm looking at this box art here saying over 1 million sold in Japan. That's pretty crazy, I think. I bet the install base. I mean, what do you even think? You think there were like 10 million Nintendos in Japan in 86, 87? 10 million Famicoms? I have no idea. I feel like that's a sizable percentage of the game market over there if you sold 1 million copies of fucking anything. This must have been an insanely popular game. I believe it was the #1 arcade game there for a while too, so that does make sense. That's something bragging about its popularity and not bullshitting you. Yikes. Not as yikes as that, though. I wonder which game was more popular and made more money overall between Gradius and R-Type. I feel like that's a pretty solid competition for each other for greatest classic horizontal shooter. Oh man, I'm playing so bad. I'm just waiting for this game to be over to start over on a real attempt, basically. Oh, fuck me. Of course. Ah, shit. They do not make this shit easy. These are not freebies. This early level stuff for power-ups is not really freebies. Make it work for it. Whoa, I fucked that up. I could feel how I was fucking that up as I was fucking it up. Probably not gonna be on here too much longer, unfortunately. I could play Gradius like forever. Ah, son of a bitch. I mean, I realize I could laser up right now and tear the shit out of this thing, but there's no real need to. I'd rather get the options here as soon as I can. Holy shit. Yeah. Oh, I didn't get the laser. Damn it. I'll roll it back around. Probably the double shot would have been more useful here, to be honest. Yeah, I guess I did get the double shot because I wasn't paying attention to the bar and assumed I had enough. And not really, not what I needed, not what I would say. But whatever. Now that came as a shocker, and I did not expect that shit in a million years. Hitbox feels huge when you're trying to deal with that shit. Those blue rings don't seem so bad when you're behind them, but when you're in front of them, they're coming at you from behind, and you can't shoot them, it becomes horrible. I got time for another game or two. I'll play till about 10 Central, so that's about another 15 minutes here. Get my hand rest for a second here, though. It's a lot of holding a turbo fire button. hit the floor. It's just that easy to do. This game has really interesting, not just music, but sound design for... This is maybe when that really started to improve on the Nintendo. So I pointed out the dropping channels, fading effect thing that it does on song transitions or whatever, which is great. Also, it seems to have a kind of complex balancing of sound effects and music channels to try and maximize the quality of both. But you definitely have things getting cut sometimes, just due to a lack of channels. So it seems to have some pretty advanced sound code compared to a lot of Nintendo games prior to this. I'd also like to point out that Gyrus, a game that I also love the shit out of, also from Konami, from around almost the exact same time, also has great sound and music. It is awesome. Didn't really mean to get the shield before the laser, but I saw an opportunity to do so and thought maybe that'd be wise because I could kind of make up for it on the next level. I mean, I'm playing bad, but I can maybe turn it around, you know, a little bit. Look at that shit. That's amazing. The laser, definitely not intentionally, but I'm probably going to wrap it back around to double, in fact. Nothing will die now. Nothing will die at all. Jeez. Jeez. It's good defensively though. Maybe. Yeah, it worked out well there. And there. Solid, solid. Oh shit, I didn't need to roll that. Alright, we'll get it back in place. Perfect. Double shot's very tempting here too, because of all this crap up there. Oh god. Alright. Rocking and rolling. Concentrating fire actually works pretty well there. I love how the blitz part of this level is just more of the exact same shit that the entire level is, which is these meatball guys. Alright, setting a new high score. I'm not prepared to have another shield. We're probably gonna get real hairy here in a second. Shit. Okay, this is for this event and highest score yet. That was actually a different boss for a change. I do believe this is the last level of the game. Well, I don't know for sure if that's true. It did get wicked hard, didn't it? Like, wicked hard, like they're just gonna chew off my lives now. Yeah, this is some crazy fucking shit. Like right here, this is very high difficulty shooter. Just this particular level, I'm saying. Most of everything prior to this level is pure memorization. I think this last level is a combination of memorization and never die and come in fully powered up or whatever. Really cool stuff. Man, that's... let me save real quick. Shit, I'm gonna go one more go. One last one for the road. I always play like shit after my high score anyway, so what difference is it gonna make, right? Here we go. Oh, and I said I was going to do Legacy of Rust for Doom, but I'll do that at a separate time when I'm in the mood for some more Doom, because it'll just give me something to do when I want to Doom. And I'll probably play the whole game instead of just trying like a one-life attempt or whatever. It's got 2 episodes. Looks like there's plenty to check out, and I feel like from what I've seen, it's very high-quality map design. On par with what you see in like Sigil or whatever. We'll do Sigil 2 at some point also. Maybe even both Sigil games with the originals. With the CD soundtracks, which is an option. I think you can download them off the mod browser. I wasn't joking, man. After I get a high score, I do bad, which means this is so comically bad, though, like so over the top bad, that of course I'm gonna go again. Like, this is stupid. This is completely like whatever, man. Sure. Yeah, that was for real too. All right, well. Yeah, I'll give it one more go here, and even if it was just dumb like that last time, let it go. I got in a really good one. Easy to remember score for me, 444,000. I did save state it, however, so I don't just have to remember it. But pretty proud of that. That's like twice the highest score I'd ever gotten prior on this game, I think. Playing legit, and not using the code to... The code gives you full power up. Well, you can only do it like once per level or something. It has like some limitation on it, but it still makes the game so much easier. Yeah. I'm sorry, hang on. I can't. They just... Come on, man. But this time for real. No matter how it goes, this is my last attempt. I'm sticking it out. Yeah. Okay, well, I guess I won't get a real run at it again, but tonight, we've definitely had some good ones. So yeah, all the Gradius games, Gradius games are good. They're all good, no matter how you say it. And every time I even try to speak or think at all, I just instantly fucking die. It's a cool ass game, but it's great. And it's mostly about picking the right port too, which isn't always the arcade game. Like I said, and I can't vouch for this first game. I'm sure the arcade game is amazing and is great in its own way. That's different than this, you know. But I played this one for the nostalgia and because it is a great game. Like just alone, this version is great. But like, yeah, it's all about playing the right version of the game, and it's not always the arcade game. Because Gradius 3 is just a nightmare, an absolute nightmare, and I would much rather play the Super Nintendo game any day of the week. It's just a better, more fun, better game. Yeah, with all the slowdown and everything, it doesn't matter. It's a better game. It's more fun. I'm told that the PS2 port of Gradius 4 might be better than the arcade game too, but I don't know much about that. I think it's a pretty ugly game on PS2 with fairly simple 3D graphics that look like a PS1 game, but sharper, I guess. But it's a fun game. Yeah, I think it's balanced and plays well, actually. It's not. It's hard, but it's not really that crazy hard or anything. I don't think it's any harder than. Certainly, nowhere near in the ballpark of being the nightmare that the arcade version of 3 is. That game haunts my dreams. Inventing new mistakes that never existed before. Fuck. Way to set up yet. Do what you gotta do though in this game. Sometimes you just gotta make it work. There's definitely some other games that rip off these power-up systems that are not Konami games. Some good examples of that would be from Toe Plan, you got like Slap Fight and V5. From Capcom, Sidearms uses a power-up system like this. And maybe some other games too. Fuck that. Fuck all that. Alright, well, that's Gradius. And it's really fun. I'll be back with Gradius 2, which has some sort of subtitle that's in Japanese. I don't know what it is. It's also sometimes called Nemesis, I think. But I'll be playing the PC Engine Super CD version, and it's going to be awesome. I've played it a little already, and I was really, really impressed. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We'll do, of course, Super Nintendo Gradius 3. Play the 4th and 5th games on PlayStation 2. If there, I can play those either way. So if there's an emulation issue, I will play it with my real hardware, since I have those discs as well. Everybody should have Gradius 5 in their collection. It's one of the greatest shooters ever made in the history of time. It is Treasure's best shooter, and yes, I played Radiant Silvergun, and yes, I played Ikaru and all those, but it's still their best one. So that's something to look forward to as well. Anyway, if you like shooters or action games, give it a follow.